Do you know the unbearable pain of burying someone while you are still alive? Ever since Sadia left, I, Ashraf Ali, have been breathing like a living corpse. Every time it rains, the drops do not just drench me. They scream a brutal reminder that the girl who wanted to live in my arms is now rotting away beneath 6 feet of dirt. School life for others might have been just a few ordinary pages of youth, but for me, it was my entire universe. Sadia walked into my life during our 9th grade days, like a sudden, soothing shower in the middle of a drought. She was quiet and intense, with deep, distant eyes hidden behind her glasses that seemed to hold the weight of the whole world. And me? I was the invisible boy occupying the back bench, someone whose presence no one ever cared to notice. Our paths first crossed on a rainy afternoon inside the old, dusty school library. As she reached for a heavy book on the top shelf, her grip slipped, sending a stack of volumes crashing to the floor. I rushed over to help her pick them up, and our eyes met for the very first time. In a soft, hushed voice, she murmured, "Thank you, Ashraf." In that single second, my own name sounded like the most beautiful melody I had ever heard. What followed was a silent, unwritten love story. There were no red roses or expensive gifts. There were only two souls standing close to each other at the corner of the rooftop during lunch breaks, sharing homemade food from tin lunchboxes, writing tiny poems on torn edges of notebook pages, and stealing glances across the room. Sadia once whispered, "Ashraf, there is so much pain hidden behind these glasses. Can't you just break through this darkness and make me yours?" I gripped her trembling hands tightly and swore, "Nothing short of death itself can ever tear this Ashraf Ali away from you, Sadia." But fate must have been mocking our arrogance in secret. It was the final day of our 10th grade test exams. The sky was heavy with dark clouds, and a torrential downpour began to flood the streets. I stood under the old bakul tree, waiting for her, just like every other day. Sadia finally arrived, but instead of her crisp school uniform, she was wrapped in a black burqa, her face pale and her eyes swollen from endless weeping. She walked up to me and pressed a blood-stained slip of paper into my hand. Voice shaking hysterically, she sobbed, "Ashraf, they found cancer. It's stage 3. My parents are taking me abroad tonight for treatment. The doctor says I don't have much time left." It felt as if every light in the universe had been snuffed out at once. My chest hollowed into an unbearable void. I tried to speak, tried to scream, but no sound came out of my throat. Sadia gently touched my chin one last time and whispered, "Forget me, Ashraf, but whenever it rains, I will come down as a drop from the sky just to touch your face." The next morning, I didn't go to the bus station. I ran to the hospital, only to be crushed by the horrific news. The car carrying Sadia and her family had crashed violently on their way to the airport at dawn. Sadia didn't survive. Those hauntingly beautiful eyes were closed forever. Years have passed, but whenever the sky breaks into rain, I still go back to that old bakul tree and stand alone. As the water drips down my cheeks, I never truly know. Is it just the rain from the clouds, or is it Sadia's final touch coming down from the heavens? I don't know how a person continues to breathe and live year after losing Sadia. All I know is how a person's shadow haunts you every single moment, long after they are gone. 10 long years have passed without Sadia, yet that bakul tree at school, the splash of rain, and the soft sound of her voice in the corner of the library, nothing has changed. Only I have changed. Ashraf Ali is no longer that young, restless boy. Today I am a lonely teacher who goes to teach every day at the very same school where I first locked eyes with Sadia. Every day after class, I stand by that mahogany bookshelf in the library. I run my fingers gently over the spines of the books. For a fleeting second, it feels like Sadia is standing right behind me, adjusting her glasses. But when I turn around, only the empty, silent room mocks me. A few days after Sadia passed away, her mother came to my mess room. She was crying inconsolably. She handed me Sadia's blue diary, the one she had written in during her final night at the hospital. As I opened the very last page, my vision blurred with tears. Written there in red ink was, "Ashraf, I might not have been able to build a fairy tale life with you, but trust me, until my very last breath, only your name was carved on my heart. Do not break down. My love never wanted to make you cry. It wanted to keep you alive. You will live on, holding on to my memories." A dried bakul flower slipped out from between the pages. Its fragrance may have faded, but Sadia's love remains woven into my very existence. Even now, whenever heavy rain falls, I walk out onto the porch without an umbrella. As the cold raindrops hit my face, I close my eyes. I feel as though from some distant, unknown sky, Sadia still comes down in the form of rain, just to touch my cheeks one more time. Anyone can find love, but carrying that love in your heart for a lifetime, that too is a form of prayer. Sadia remained in my prayers forever. Friends, if this heartbreaking story of Ashraf Ali and Sadia touched your heart even a little bit, please subscribe to our channel and stay with us. A single subscription from you gives us the courage to bring more true love stories to life. Don't forget to let us know how you felt about the story in the comments section. Thank you.